Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host, Morrigan. So, guys, I know this video was not expected. I was not expecting to make this video. However, there is a channel update that I need to give you all before I make my reaction and gaming videos for the weekend. And this is very important to the future of my channel. So the other day, I got a call from my boss at work, and my boss essentially was telling me that one of the guys in the higher up positions is stepping down around the beginning of August. And he offered me the job, which I took because I've been working very, very hard at my job. I love my job, and this has been something I've been working towards. And while that's good news, right? The bad news is it's going to take a lot of my time. And I'm going to be traveling a lot with that job position. And that means I will no longer have time to create VTube content. With how my life is right now, it's pretty strict most of the week. It's pretty much work, gym, home, eat, go to bed. And on the weekends, it's the only time I can hang out with friends, family, really do anything. And obviously, VTubing content takes time out of that. But I have extra time to do VTubing content. But with this new job, I will have even much less time than I do now. This is very hard for me because I was not expecting to cultivate as big of a community as I have. And I'm so grateful for you guys, and I appreciate all of your support and you guys being here and cheering me on as I, grow my VTubing channel as a hobby. But when the beginning of August comes, I will no longer be creating any more VTubing content. Which means from now to the beginning of August, I will continue as normal, making my gaming videos, my reaction videos, and such. But once that time comes, that's going to be it. My plan is to do my last video probably around late July and make it a big video, like a big video incorporating a multitude of my models throughout the past year and a half that I've been doing this. And have a very nice send-off. I also am in the process, and have been, with Uwu Market to have a collaboration for merch. It was always planned to be a limited time drop. And all those items are going to be relatively on the cheaper side so people can get something. But also there will be like one higher tier item being a sweatshirt or hoodie, my bad. But that money I will give back to the VTubing community. Most likely Dragon Spit and Smuggalana, depending on how many sales there are. And I will donate that money to them via gifted subs, bits, etc. Because as I said from day one about this channel, I do this as a hobby and not to make money. My whole idea of doing a limited time merch drop with Uwu Market was always so you, the fans, could have a little piece of me with you. And especially at the time before I had this video and my channel blew up a little bit, it was supposed to be for those that have been here since the beginning, the small community I've had for quite a while. And so I plan, hopefully, depending on what their process is, if for some reason things don't get done till after my final video, I will share when that collab is happening and get that out to you guys so you can get that. But I'm hoping to be able to have things ready so by the time I'm in that final video week, like the lead up to it, I can drop it during that week. And like I said, whatever money I get, I will be giving to Dragon Spit, Smugalana, you know, putting it back into the VTubing community, depending on how many sales I get. I will not take that money for myself. And, you know, I wanted my own merch too, admittably. And I'm just going to give back. So for my social medias, that will relatively remain the same. My YouTube channel will remain up, as well as the ASMR channel, so you guys can always go back and watch my videos at your leisure. My I will still be on there reposting VTuber stuff, Morgan Ainsland, fan art, and stuff like that. And my Discord will remain up. I might transfer the ownership of my Discord to either my current mod or former mod. I won't be as active once I start my new job, obviously, because I'll be working, but like I'll still be on Discord and in Discords. And I will, of course, use that as like one of my favorite VTubers is going live. Let me put them on while I'm doing work on my computer, or, you know, after I get done with a meeting or something, right? So like I'll still be a VTube watcher, just not creating my own content anymore. But it's really sad. Like, for me, this is difficult, and I'm still kind of processing everything right now. But since this is a job that I've, you know, position that I've been wanting to have and be able to explore the world a little more with it, I have to choose that or do my hobby. My intention when I started VTubing was I'm going to do this for fun, like playing video games, or, you know, if you go hunting or fishing or you play sports, right? That's what it is for me. It's for fun. And even if I wanted to make it my job, Morgan Ainsland is a copyrighted character. I could never make money on my channel even if I wanted to. Sure, I made my own original version of Morgan, you know, as the succubus warlord, and I have that model of her, right, in like the knight armor with the sword and everything, and like I created my own lore video for her. But still, you know, visibly, I still have the actual Morgan Ainsland, like Capcom model that I use. And I'm a huge fan of that character, hence that's why I chose to become Morgan VTuber, because I love that character. And I wanted to bring some life to that franchise because it's been dead since the 90s. So yeah, I'm not super original with, you know, the character model and the character itself, and even though I put my own spin on it, I did this for fun. I did this with a character I'm a fan of. So this was never going to be something I could make money on, because I only intended to do it for fun, and going into it knowing I'm using a character, even with my own version, that is, for all intents and purposes, copyrighted or very close to copyrighted. And therefore cannot make money on that, right? And I don't want to. The merch situation is different because the merch will have the Morgan model that I originally created, not the Capcom one. So the merch is a whole different thing. It's an original version. Granted, the merch won't have the wings on the character and stuff like that. Like, there's some things that will obviously be further changed for the merch, but the merch is a whole different thing because the character model being used is not Capcom created. The only thing that's similar is like the, you know, hair color in the back of the helmet and stuff, but that's really about it, right? But like I said, the merch and all that stuff is going to go back to the VTubing community. But yeah, in terms of everything, it's relatively going to be the same on the social media end. It's just I will no longer be creating new VTubing content on my YouTube channel. And that's really the only major difference. And I just want to thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching my videos. And it has truly been quite the amazing journey growing this channel with you guys. And I really just appreciate everything. I'm not going to get too weepy today, but come that final video that I make. Probably will be. I'm still processing stuff right now. But I wanted to let you guys know that this is something that is coming. And for the time being, let's just enjoy the rest of the time that we have together on my channel. But thank you guys very much. You all are amazing. And enjoy the reaction for this weekend.